Girthgall kept his eyes shut, concentrating. Not that there was anything to see in the midst of the void anyway. There was just an empty blackness for infinity. It was the one place even the two cosmic entities, ontogeny and null, feared to tread, having formed the cosmos to escape it. And yet even as that cosmos swelled in size and dominion over the desolate, benighted expanse, it was gnawed on from every angle. The very substance of reality was crushed and torn into the most basic of components, which were further brought out of existence. The void was the place where all things met their end, and the original state of reality. And he, the god of chaos and darkness, was its prisoner. The only thing keeping him alive was Vakar's throne. It had the power to sustain him for as long as was needed, and right now he would use it to the fullest extent. His father had crafted it to overthrow the old order, to topple and destroy ontogeny and null, but had failed. Girthgall had thought he could finish the task, but fell short himself, and now suffered his fate. The black chains encircling him and the ancient white marble seat had been formed from part of null, and as such were alive in their own way. He could feel them biting into him like jagged metal, irritating him just enough to annoy, and perhaps eventually drive him mad, but not enough to do any real physical harm. This was all part of the torture. He was to remain seated in the throne, chained in the midst of the void, until his captors came to finish the job, or he helped things along on his own. But he wasn't about to surrender. He'd been so close, had tasted victory at hand, and would have attained it had he acted bolder at the first. In his mind's eye, he relived the final battle between the cosmic entities. They had stood across from him, actually willing to face him in direct conflict, and he gladly gave it to them. The throne had tapped into their very essence, and was siphoning it from them and into itself, just as Vakar had created it to do. He had felt their fear. They were seeing what a god could do. They were witnessing the end of their age, and had he been faster to act, the cosmos would have been freed,